ever heard the story of David and Goliath? I bet you have. A young shepherd boy, a giant warrior, one smooth stone, and boom, history is made. It's the ultimate underdog story, right? But what if I told you there's more to this famous tale than meets the eye? What if the Bible, and its ancient wisdom, left out a few details that change everything we thought we knew? Let's dive into what the Bible doesn't tell you. First, let's talk about Goliath. The Bible says he was a giant, over 9 feet tall. But was he just big, or was there something else going on? Some medical historians suggest Goliath might have had a condition called acromegaly, a benign tumor on his pituitary gland. This would explain his massive size, but it also comes with a major side effect: poor vision. So, when Goliath sees David, he might have seen a blurry figure, not a nimble, fast-moving threat. He wasn't just arrogant, he was visually impaired. Now, let's look at David. He wasn't just some kid who got lucky. Shepherds in ancient Israel were tough. They had to protect their flocks from lions and bears, not just with a staff, but with a sling. A sling in the hands of an expert was a lethal, long-range weapon. We're talking about a projectile traveling at the speed of a modern handgun bullet. David had been practicing with this weapon his entire life. It wasn't a toy, it was his primary tool for defense. So when David stepped onto that battlefield, it wasn't a boy with a pebble against a giant. It was a skilled projectile warrior facing off against an oversized, partially blind infantryman who was weighed down by heavy armor. David wasn't the underdog at all. He was the specialist with the perfect weapon for the job. He used his strength, speed, agility, and precision against Goliath's weaknesses. This changes the story from a miracle of faith to a lesson in strategy. It teaches us that what looks like a weakness can be a hidden strength, and what appears to be overwhelming power can have a fatal flaw. It's about knowing your own strengths and exploiting your opponent's weaknesses, so the next time you face your own Goliath, remember David. It's not about the size of the giant in front of you, but about finding the right stone and knowing exactly where to aim. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this different take on a classic story, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that makes you think. See you next time.